3 things you must say to your children daily. Every second you spend using empty praise or silent corrections, you are literally cementing a failure-prone identity into your child's subconscious. If you don't change your vocabulary by age 7, the neural pathways for self-doubt will be locked in for life. You're running out of time to build their resilience before the world breaks it. I've spent over 10 years as a registered early childhood teacher researching hundreds of developmental papers and testing these frameworks into the trenches of the classroom. I've distilled a decade of high-effort science into this video. We're going to cover the identity shift, the safety anchor, and the tantrum terminator. Watch until the very end because the third step is the linchpin, and if you skip it, the first 2 simply won't stick. Tip 1. The identity shift. Imagine this. You're watching your child struggle with a puzzle. You say, "Good job, you're so smart." Stop. You just accidentally handicapped them. A landmark study by Dr. Carol Dweck found that children praised for being smart become terrified of challenges because they don't want to lose that title. They become fragile, high achievers. Most parents think they're building confidence, but they are actually building a prison of conditional worth. So here's the actionable step. Instead of labeling the child, you must narrate the process. Use the detective method. Next time they put a toy away, don't say, "Good boy." Say, "I noticed how you kept trying even when it was hard." That shows you have grit. In this process, you are acting like a mirror, reflecting a character trait they didn't know they had. It's like how Nike doesn't just sell shoes, they sell the "just do it" identity. You are selling your child the "I am a problem solver" identity. I work full-time teaching children and mentoring staff, yet I spend my nights editing these videos to ensure the audio and research are world-class, all for free. If this is providing you value, please hit the like button. It costs you nothing, but it's the fuel that keeps this channel alive. Now, I want to hear from you. What's the number 1 behavior that makes you lose your cool? Is it hitting the no face? Write it in the comments right now. I promise to personally reply to your specific problems with a science-backed solution within 24 hours for free. Tip 2. The safety anchor. Imagine this. Your child just had a massive meltdown in public. People are staring. You feel the heat of shame. You ignore them or give them the cold shoulder to show your disapproval. But here's the terrifying truth. To a child, parental withdrawal feels like physical pain. Neural imaging shows that social rejection activates the same brain regions as physical burns. You are literally burning their sense of safety to get compliance. So, here's the actionable fix. You must use the anchor phrase. Even in the heat of a tantrum, you say, "There is nothing you could do that would make me love you less. I don't like this behavior, but I always love you." This is the Volvo of parenting. It's about safety first. When the brain feels safe, the amygdala, which is the fear center, shuts off and the prefrontal cortex, which is the logic center, turns back on. Without this safety, you aren't parenting. You are just policy. Think of a parent you know who is struggling right now. Maybe they're exhausted, crying in the car, or feeling like a failure. Please share this video with them. Sending this isn't just sharing a link, it's sending a lifeline to a family that needs it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, join our community of conscious parents before it's too late. Tip 3. The tantrum terminator. Imagine this. A 3-year-old is screaming because you cut their toast into triangles instead of squares. It feels irrational, right? But to the developing brain, this is genuine loss of autonomy. If you say, "It's just toast," you are gaslighting their reality. You are teaching them that their feelings are wrong. So here's the actionable fix. Use the empathy bridge. Say, "It makes sense that you're upset because you really wanted squares. It's hard when things don't go the way we planned." Think of it like a Disney movie. The hero only finds peace when their struggle is acknowledged. When you say, "It makes sense," you are performing the emotional co-regulation. You are being the external brain to the internal chaos. This isn't giving in, it is leaning in. I've created a free parenting cheat sheet linked in the description. It contains exact scripts for when your child hits, screams, or refuses to eat. I'm only keeping this link active for a limited time. Download it now so you're never caught off guard again. Now, there's a much bigger danger looming. Did you know that there's a specific neural window for language that begins to prune itself away faster than almost any other skill? Why is it that 99% of parents, even the smartest ones, will fail at teaching their child a second language? The real reason is a shocking biological phenomenon called statistical pruning, and most parents are accidentally triggering it every single day. Do you know what the silent language killer in your home is? The answer will change how you speak to your child forever. Find out here why most parents will fail at teaching a second language. Go watch it now. Your child's future brain depends on it. And remember, you've got this and I've got your back.